Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is time for another video from your favorite addicted bookworm, and in today's video it's time to do a reading wrap up for the 5th for today. I read a total of 7 books this week. I know one of them was a horror book, which was one with the puppets, and I believe like a couple of them were fantasy, and I think like one of them was a mystery. I don't quite remember. So 7 books in 1 week is really impressive. But I will say this: this was mainly because I was finishing books I started last month, like Dire Bond. So, all those books that I have read for this week, I already have done book reviews for. And so Dire Bond, and I will tell you roughly, but I did finish that book. Dire Bond is going to the review of that book is going to actually be probably next week, because I am going to be limiting, I said this before in, I think, the video I uploaded yesterday, that I am going to be limiting how many times a week that I upload a video. So, as I am basically, reading these books, I will be reviewing them, but I will not upload those reviews until much later, because, as I said, the minimum that I am going to be posting for this week the maximum I'm posting for this week is most likely going to be about 4, maybe 5 videos. I'm not exactly sure, because I am doing the reading wrap up and everything, so yeah. So, that is what I'm going to be doing. So, I have decided that even though the paper that I generally use for my back of my devices is a couple of inches short, I am going to go ahead and use it. I've already decorated it, so when Halloween comes to an end, which I will be changing the back of this device November 1st, I will use that one because I've already decorated it and all that type of stuff, and looking forward to it. So anyways, so this week I started on 3 books. Well, actually it was yesterday I started on the 3rd book, but I started on 3 books. One of them was the Rhythm of War by Brandon Sanderson. I don't remember what chapter I'm on, but I've been reading like 1 chapter a day and 2 chapters if I don't have to work. And then I started on Alchemized, also reading 1 chapter a day, 2 chapters if I don't have to work. And then yesterday I started on Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, because I did finish that 1 book. So I'm essentially going through the books that I have either bought last month, or I picked, like there's 1 book that I'm also on. I'm on chapter, like, I think like 20, maybe like 21, and I should have that book read by the end of this week coming up. But as I said, you're not going to get that review until much later, probably maybe like, I don't know, next week or the week after next or something like that. However, despite the fact that I am going to be uploading these review videos much later, I'm going to give an accurate number of books that I have actually read. So that's what I'm going to do. That is what I am definitely going to do. Let me see here. But yeah, so I'm doing that. So this week, coming up, I get paid in about 3 days. I am going to be picking up one book for my reader, and that's going to be the first book in the second Jim Butcher series. It's a Cauldron of something. I don't even know if it's the second series or third series that he brought out. I don't know. But I'm going to start reading that book. I'm going to get the ebook version of that book, and then on the 23rd, when I leave my doctor's appointment, I am going to go out to Barnes & Noble, because there's a couple of books I want to pick up. I want to pick up We'll Prescribe You a Cat, The Traveling Cat. I have The Goodbye Cat on my audiobook, which I will be able to listen to without the need of headphones and all that. The second and third book of the Farsi trilogy. And also I'm going to pick up, the sequel to Valor, and I may pick up the second Dungeon Crawling Carl book. I'm not exactly sure. I'll just have to see what they've got. What I'm actually thinking about doing, which sounds like a really good idea, I am going to go onto the website and I'm going to just type in like whatever book that I basically want to get, and I'm going to check to see if that location has it. If they have it, I will go ahead and request them to take it off the shelf and leave it for me, and then I will, once I get out of the doctor's office, I will go by there and I will pick it up. My check on the 29th, I'm going to actually also go back to Barnes & Noble. I'm going to pick up a backup for my device, so just in case something goes wrong, because this device has not bothered me, or has not been giving problems for 9 months. I do kind of get a little concerned, so I'm definitely going to get another one, so that way if this goes on the fritz, I won't be without a device, which is going to be really good. That is literally the only thing I'm going to get on my last paycheck, is this device. I will say, however, the reason I'm going to Barnes & Noble in 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, because I'll count tomorrow as 1 week, is that I need to see if they have the calendars and planners out. If they do have them out, I am going to pick one up. Well, actually pick both up, because I want to basically have them available, so when we go into 2026, I don't have to do that. So I'm going to do that, and the next time I go back to Barnes & Noble is going to be December, and that is basically, I'm going to be picking something up and everything. So I am really super excited about going back to Barnes & Noble. I have not been back there since I left Five Guys, because I have just been too dead tired from work at the post office to go to Barnes & Noble. So now that I'm back and doing fast food, I have a lot more time to do that. So I'm very happy about it. I will even go to Barnes & Noble even if I have to close, because, I'm only going to be there for like an hour and everything. But I definitely want to buy, get Strange Pictures and Strange House. I want to get that. I want to own that. And I also I want to buy some more Japanese translated books, because I think that they will be good for me, But yeah, so I'm going to be doing that this month. Am I going to go hog wild when I get over there to Barnes & Noble? No, because I have a set like what I'm actually going to actually buy, and all that. I just like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Anyways, so that is my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be back. I will be back this coming Sunday with another roundup. Yeah, I'll be able to do it because the Sunday I work from 10:30 to 7, and I will be able to do the wrap up in plenty of time. Alright, that's my video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.